So we've been hosting Mobility Monday here at Minnesota Movement for the last 4 or 5 months or so. I think it's important for us to break down the difference between mobility and flexibility and why each of them are important, okay? So mobility is defined as your ability to control motion. That control aspect is really important and it differentiates it from flexibility greatly, whereas flexibility is just the amount of range of motion that you're capable of handling. So if I think about this as a graph, which I'll put somewhere in here, or maybe pop it up on the screen for you, if we think of this as a graph, your flexibility is always going to be greater than your mobility, and that's awesome. But if we input force anywhere along this graph, and let's say we input force above your range of motion of flexibility, that's where we get things like tears. I mean, imagine your bicep, if it goes further than its range of flexibility, further than its capable range of tissue tolerance, it's going to tear if we input force there. Whereas if we input force in between flexibility and mobility, that's generally where we get sprains, strains, things like that, whether it's ligamentous, muscular, or tendinous. So if we input force there, we're not happy, but it's not life or death, right? If we input force below your range of mobility, generally we're pretty happy. That's where athletic range of motion takes place. So what we're going to try to do with these Mobility Monday classes and any mobility work is try to increase our line of mobility up to that flexibility point so that these range of motions of capacity versus ability are as similar as possible, because that's where we can get ultimate athletic movement from and pain-free movement from and just overall health. So that's our goal of hosting these courses, to get you moving a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better every day.